Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now I'm on here today because we're going to make some of these, okay, because I wanted to do some more of these beads, so we're going to make these today. I really like them. They're mostly made with a wooden one under the bottom, and it's just something that you can, I have put a piece of ribbon on the end of that, but you don't have to. You can put whatever you like, make it longer even, and use it on your books or whatever. Put a piece of long ribbon on, you can wear it around your neck if you want to, because you can put it on all different sizes of beads. Sit it down, Phil. You can put all different sizes of beads, and I've been just fishing through the wooden bead pile and got some out that I thought would work. This one here is really big, and I think I'm going to really like that, because I'm going to do that with fabric or lace maybe. I did lace one this morning and I'm not really keen on it. It's okay. It's a little bit hard to do because that was my fault, because when I started out with a pointy, I'll move these back a bit, with a pointy bead needle, and it kept getting caught. But also you lace, where was that bit that I left over? Here. It started to get all distorted, but it's old, a nice vintage piece actually that I was doing it with. But when I did it, I thought I didn't like the colour that much, you know. I would add some more beads to it maybe, or something like that, but I'll sort of leave that one for the time being. So anyway, I don't know, hubby phoned me or not. He probably didn't want me, didn't say. So anyway, I've got bits and pieces here, and I've got some beads. Now I've got these ones here, I think. No, not those. They're brown. Where are the brown ones? I'll put some in here. I got these. I picked out of a couple of boxfuls I have. Something like that is really good because it's got a nice hole in the end. These ones here, I think, come off those bead mats that people used to sit on in their cars. And these ones here I picked up at one of the opportunity shops or something, or one of the thrift shops, painted already. This one's not, because I did not do this. I'm nearly sure I didn't paint them. I don't remember, but I don't think I did. And then we've got something like that. I didn't pick one out to have a go at. I'm just going to try a few for you and show you how to do them. These ones here I really like because they've got a big hole in them, but they're not got a nice round shape to it. So we'll just see what happens, you know, how they go. They're not hard to make. You just need some the beads, some little other beads to go with the colours, some bead caps, so these sort of things here, a couple of little rings and other coloured beads. There's a different size bead cap there that I got because I thought I might need that for one of these. So hopefully we can do a ribbon one and a lace one. Oh, I also thought I might try this because it's just a plastic one, but it's, you know, got a good shape to it. You don't have to have things the way they are. You can change them, can't you? I put some, serviette things on some of these. So I decoupaged them with some, Koala. Decoupaged them with some serviette, and they look really good. Where are they now? Well, it's sitting around here somewhere because I only seen it the other day actually. Now, Amy, who is Aljon, she is actually making paper beads, and doing them really nice. And I thought about this the other day, and then I looked at it last night, and she was doing some stuff. I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the ones out of the beads, you know. Also in my stash, I found these tiny. That's the tiniest one. It's cotton reel. And then I've got all these. I've got a whole heap of those, but I didn't know. I can't find many of them. There must be somewhere. Put them away precious, I'd say. Don't know where they are, but anyhow. So this one here now I'm going to use, this bead here. I'm going to actually glue that on there so it doesn't take off on me. Okay. I've got a piece of silk ribbon. You don't have to use that. If you haven't got, you can use the satin ribbon. If it's not too stiff, you can use a stiff one, but it doesn't make it easy for you, you know, it doesn't make it easy. I might go back up over that. Now I'm using a tapestry needle, that isn't, or a wool needle. It's one that's got a big eye at the end here. I'm just going to take this off and show you how to put this on. Right. You thread it through the end here, and then you go back through your ribbon, okay, and do that. So you've got hold of it like so, and it won't come unthreaded. And then you want to put this through here, but if you've got a needle that hasn't got a point on it, it's not going to catch on the other pieces of ribbon if you're very careful. Now I've noticed now that there's a little bit of glue coming through there. That doesn't impress me much, but maybe I'll do something that'll cover that over anyway. So because you don't want to glue it on, because that won't work. So you just put it up like so. Keep it flat. Take it over the last part a bit. The last piece, you want to take it over there a bit. Beautiful. Seems like a beautiful day here today. The sun's shining. Birds were singing earlier. Probably a cat out there looking at them or something. Not ours, the neighbours, because they get out there and torment ours because they know he can't get out. They know he can't get out. He just looks at them out the door. Now I'm trying to stick to the side here. See, I'm trying to stick to the side because I don't want to see, right over to the side if I can. So I'm not going through the other pieces, which wouldn't easily catch onto it. If I get stuck, I'll know that there's a piece in my way. And you can just untwist that. No, I'm going the wrong way. Put that across there. Good fun too, eh? Therapeutic. Good fun. I'll make something like this to put on my journals or add to them. I sent the last journal I sold, I had the beads that I did with beads on. I beaded my bead and I just put them in the parcel for the lady because I didn't want to hang on to the thing for some reason. I don't know what that reason was. This has got different colours, see, it's variegated. I might see if I can move it around a bit because I'm running out. I might have overlapped a bit too much in some places. You never know. I just take it a bit further around and see how it looks. Don't want any gaps though. We will not want any gaps. And that will come up there, Lord. Maybe. Hopefully, and cover that. If I can get it to flatten down. There we go. That worked good, didn't it? This bit here is kicking up a tiny bit. We don't want to put any glue on it, because we don't want to muck it up. So give me a pin. Somebody give me a pin. I said to Jeremy he said to me this morning, he said, "Oh, you got your special clothes on." I got this shirt on that I've had since the year dot. And I said to him, I think these might be ready for the bin. You know, you get something and you just wear it because it's comfortable. Oh, it's going in the garbage. You can tell me I got my special clothes on. Actually, I think it's got a hole in the side. Ah, well, sometimes that happens, doesn't it? That looks pretty cool to me. Could be some sort of a berry, couldn't it? Now, I'm going to just take this off here. Don't particularly want to do a bit of glue because it might do some sort of damage. Make you be able to see it. So I'm going to leave him sitting there for a minute because he's going to be covered over. So I've got some of these eye pins. Now, if you don't have these, you could use a piece of wire. Use a piece of wire if you want to use a nice piece of thin wire. But you can use these eye pins that that you use for jewellery making. And that's going to go through there and it goes really easy. but first I want to see what I'm like to put on the end of it. So on these ones here I've got, so this end here with the circle on it will be for the bottom, alright? So you can just put your cover that you want to put over the end of this, which will have to be one of these ones in here, I think, but I don't think I've got, because that one there's too small and the other one's too big. You want something that'll, well, that looks good. Let's see if I just got a bit bigger one. Look at these ones here. They're too, oh, they're tiny, tiny. I can't see them because they're lapping over top one another. That's my excuse there. I've got these. I like those. They're nice. I wonder if that'll fit over it. Have I got another one? You need two, Sonia. You've got to have two. There's got to be two in there, surely. No, not in different places where I have the other one. Or maybe I do not have another one. That looks okay. I'll just see if I've got more over here. That actually mostly are bead caps, but I don't think there's one of those in there. I'm glad these close good, but they do get a bit hard to open. Where'd that one go? Here. I didn't like this. It'll be like this. In the gold bits. No. Come on. Really? These are silver. No. Why would I only have one of them? Because that's how it is, isn't it? When you want to do something, when you want to use something particular, there's only just usually one of them. Well, we'll do something different then. We'll have to use a different one. I think these might be too big, but I'll just have a look. They are. I'll end up making a hat of some sort. I'm going to have to use them other things on here, I think. That size. Why don't I have a different size? Oh, phooey. I'm just looking a bit more because that's disappointing, isn't it? Righto, well, we'll use them. They might look all right if you put enough stuff around them and on them and with them and what have you. Okay, so we're going to use these then. Okay. Yeah, I'll use that. Okay, so you get your little circle thing with a circle on. You can use a straight one because you can make your own bit to hang stuff off there. I've unplugged the heater now. I'm getting really cold. But nobody worry about that. I'll be fine. So I've got that bit, but do I want that bit first? Don't know. Do I want to put another? I like these. I really do like that. I don't think it actually goes with what I'm doing though. I need something that's got a... the green. I don't know if that'll look good with it. It may do. Or blue. What are we going to use? About these are too dark, are they? Maybe. Yeah. I do have a little belly I can put on the bottom. If I want to put a bell on it, if I do want to put a bell. We're just going to have to do a little bit of trial and error, aren't we? I'm looking at the green ones, I think. I think the green ones might look good with that. And a small gold one as well. Because I do have some here. Well, I took out of the pot. There we go. Righto. So now on the end of it, I'm going to have one gold bead. Whoops. One gold bead. One green bead. I hope that doesn't go over the top of there. Oh no, it didn't. Good. It's got a little mark on it. These are glass. That's why it's got a mark on it. Another gold one. These are making this a lot bigger than the other ones, but it's got a bigger bead on it. So, and then that goes through the top there like this. See, I'll just poke through there like so. So you've got that, but I'm going to have to open this a bit because I don't think I like it all closed up though. Just push it down a bit, it will work. Just push it out. It's only... Right, so I'll put it on the top again and see what I think. Aha, that's better. Look, see it sitting down over the top of it. That looks pretty good. Then we're going to get this one here, and it will definitely be going first, so we'll have to open that up again, like the other one. And it's easy enough to push apart. If you can't, just get the pliers very carefully and use your pliers and do it. Come on, you, get in there. Now we've got that piece of ribbon, but now I can't see it, so I'm good. I'm happy with that. I can't see the ribbon, so that's fine, all right? Because it just tucked down in underneath that. Now you're going to hang on to this reasonably tight. You don't want it to go anywhere. I think I had another bead on there. I did, and it went straight through the hole. Okay, let's undo that then, because we do not want our beads disappearing through the hole of the other bead. So let's put one of these little round gear looking things on there. I'm going to get a different bead because that one I don't like him because he's got a mark on him. I'll use these really pretty, and that wouldn't happen with this bead, would it? That wouldn't have went through. So these are those crystally things, or whatever they're called. No? Anyway, so now I've got on these little wheel things, and that looks really good, doesn't it? Now you can get all this stuff off of jewellery. You can get all this stuff off jewellery, or you can buy it online. You get a whole heap of these in a packet for $1 or $2. That's really good bargains that you can buy from China or wherever they come from, somewhere overseas. There we go, look. So that's that through there. I did start out with a silver thing, but I don't think I care whether I did or not. It doesn't matter. Now I'm going to do this one on the bottom. Might have to cut just a tiny bit of this off here. What do you reckon? Pull it up a bit further and cut a bit off. And then it's going to lay down underneath this thing that I'm putting on here next. This bead cap. It's going to lay down under there. Move over, don't move over. So we are. Righto. Now, on top of that, I'm going to have another gold one. Because this is pretty long, this thing, so I've got plenty of room to have a play and put something on there, okay? That one. You can put another green one on. What do you reckon? A jazzy green one? What's in here? I just thought I'd seen something green. Oh yeah, but it's only a plasticky one. I'm not going to use that. Where's my box? I'll put another one of these on, I suppose. Something. It doesn't matter whether you use the same thing both ends. It's not going to make one bit of difference. You can just have a dangle off that end, okay? And so now I'm happy that I've got enough. No, I have not. I've got to put some little gold on the end of this now. And I'm going to put another one of these little, like gear things, like a little cog. And a little bead. They're not quite small, but they are small. But I've got, well, that's cool. I like that. And then I'll put a longer thing on the end. Longer thing. Put a bit of a charm or something on the end of it. Right, now, I don't have the right pliers because I couldn't find them, but I have pliers. So what you need to do is, these will work for me, but not as good as I'd like them to, because you need to turn your piece out that way, okay? Piece of wire. And then you get your pliers and you round it up like this. The rounded nose pliers work really good if you've got them. If you haven't, this will work. this will work, except I think I should have cut a bit off. I think I should have cut a bit off because I think that's going to be too long. So let's cut a bit off because I don't want to be having to fight with it. Here we go. I don't know where that went. I should have took notice to where that went. That was a bit silly. Okay, so when you do that, please cover it over with something. Hold it near something so it won't fly out and hit you. And you just want to tighten that down there as much as you can. I've bent the whole business because I did it a bit too tight. There we go. Now, I know it's multicoloured, but that's all right. Hey, this would look really good with the tassely thing on the end, wouldn't it? Tassely thing. Do I have a tassel? I thought I might have done the other day. I was looking at some things. There's one there, but I think it's going to be a bit big. A bit over the top. That's a bit way out, isn't it? Actually, I think it'd look really cool if you're game enough to put it on there. Might look really cool if you made it a little tassel and put on there. We'll come back and do the tassels later. But we won't make it this big, eh? And they're real easy. They're real easy to do. So we can do a tassel. So there's one of those. Isn't that intriguing? It doesn't look anything like that, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't have to. You don't need them to be all the same, do you? Now let's do one with a bit of fabric and put it on this big one here. I thought about tulle or something, but they'd have to put a real lot on there because it's very fine. Calico? No, we're not going to use calico because we want a colour. We need a nice colour. Need something pretty, don't we? We're going to have to tear a strip. Now let me see. I have got calico sitting here. I do have other ribbon, but I don't know how this is going to go because it's too thick. I think that's too thick to put on there. Give me a second, I'll find some... Get your pillowcase out and rip that up, that'll work. But it's not going to be very flash, is it? See, we'll get a different pillowcase. No, we'll get a different piece of thread, cotton. Yes, nice thin piece of cotton fabric is what I'm after, please. Alright, Sonia. You're not going to be able to see the design as much on it, but it'll surely show out nice, whatever it is you do. Surely will. Now I have a piece of this, and I do like that. That's going to be a really flash bead, isn't it? Which way is this going? We might even get the... No, I don't like that. I want something that's plainer. I think it's plainer. Come on, Sonia, you've got to be able to find something here soon. Okay. Just don't fall into the stuff. Okay, what have I got here? Things that are suitable for everything else but what I'm doing. I could make a blue one. That's a nasty colour, isn't it? That's a nasty colour blue. That fell out, that's handy. At least I'll be able to find something now, I suppose. Maybe. Because you don't know what it's going to look like because of the... I just found that. That's from my book, eh? You don't know what it's going to look like, but I think this will look good. I really do. I'm going to have a piece of this. This should work out really pretty. A bit further. Oops, that wasn't cut straight in the first place. That's why it's not working for me. Now we'll tear it again, okay? I don't want it too wide. So I've got a piece about 2 foot, two rulers worth, if that's any help. And I'm going to put that through because we've got a big space here. Oh well, there's a big hole in this, so this should be able to go through. This is not much thicker than the ribbon, but it's wider, see. So put it down in there. Do the same thing as you did with the ribbon. Right, there's bits of timber down in there. And we're going to cover this. Right, now make sure you get the right side up, which I don't think I did. This is the right side here. Let's put a bit of glue on this to hold it down so it doesn't go anywhere on us. There we go, got that. Now, same way, you use the same needle. That come unstuck, that didn't work. Try this again. Get all this thread out of my way. Extra threads we don't need. Whiskers, they call them on the, on the sewing channel. They call them whiskers. I would love to go on that thing. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. The only thing wrong with me is I'd be forever and I would never get anything finished or done. It would take me too long to do anything, it would. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's good fun to watch. It's the British Sewing Bee or something it's called, isn't it? Britain's... Yeah, anyway. Domestic sewing competition it is. And I would have loved to have done that when I was younger, you know, like when I could have moved a bit faster to do something. But I'd have never been able to keep up with they give you very limited time to do things. Although I had to go through that when I did do a few different courses years ago. There was they give you so much time to do. So this has got a good fray on it too, so that's going to give it a bit of texture. Look, it's going to make a bit of texture on it, isn't it? Yeah. You need to give it a bit of a tug on it because it needs to move around it, and this is working. If you've got something that's too heavy though, it will you'll have to cut it on the bias, which means the stretch bit, and I'll show you that in a minute. I have to cut it so it'll stretch around it, but this is working okay, what I've done here. This is just a piece of curtain material I think I'm using. It's only very thin, it's only a bit of cotton. Well, not to say only, it's a good, good thing anyway. And now I'm going to start coughing. That's not good, because I get a tickle in my throat and I'm going to have a bit of water in a minute. Anyway, I think when you get the heater on, the air dries out a bit. I've turned it off, but I've not got any... it just feels like the air dries out in here a bit when I have the heater going. Won't be long before we've got the air conditioner on, I hope. I really am sick of this weather. Now that's a fancy bead. I do like that bead. Excuse me, I'm just going to put some water in my glass. I had a packet with some ollies in here one time so I could use them, and I took them out. Okay, so that's that one done, and I really like that. I'm going to cut this off, and I will glue this bit because of, because of it's a little bit heavier. So I can glue this down. I better get a wriggle on because I want to show you it made. I'm excited about how good this is going to look. I hope it's got it in the right place. I don't. I'm going to glue it over this way. I need to be able to put a hole through there, don't I? Sorry. Oh dear. Maybe if I stop talking. Maybe if I stop talking a bit. Just have